The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf. Once upon a time, in a peaceful mountain village, there was a young shepherd boy. Every morning, he would take his flock of sheep to graze in the green meadows. He loved watching the sheep munch on the fresh grass and listening to the birds singing in the trees. But as the days passed, the shepherd boy started to feel a little bored. Watching sheep all day long was not very exciting. He wanted something fun to happen. One afternoon, while he was sitting under a tree, he had an idea. He thought,
"What if I make a little mischief today, just for fun?"
So he jumped up and ran down the hill to the village, shouting,
"Wolf, wolf, help me! A wolf is chasing the sheep."
The villagers were shocked. They grabbed their tools and sticks and ran up the hill to help the boy fight the wolf. But when they got to the meadow, there was no wolf. The sheep were calmly eating grass, and the shepherd boy was rolling on the ground, laughing. The villagers were angry.
"Why did you lie to us?"
They asked. The boy shrugged and said,
"I was just bored. It was just a joke."
The villagers went back to the village, grumbling. They were not amused. The next day, the shepherd boy watched the sheep again. But he couldn't stop thinking about how funny it had been to see the villagers running up the hill. He wanted to see it again, so he shouted,
"Wolf! Wolf! Help! There's a wolf this time!"
Again. The villagers dropped what they were doing and ran up the hill, worried about the sheep and the shepherd boy. But once again, there was no wolf. Just the shepherd boy, laughing so hard his stomach hurt. The villagers were furious.
"Don't you ever lie to us again?"
They warned. The boy nodded, still giggling, and said,
Okay, I promise."
but he didn't really mean it. In his mind, he was already thinking of more tricks to play.
I used to shout just for the show. Wolf, wolf, I watch the people go. But jokes can turn into a storm, and trust once lost won't be reborn. If you always tell the truth, people will trust you when it matters the most. Help me! Words can build or break the bridge, so I'll be honest from coast to coast.
A few days later, while the sun was setting and the air was turning cool, the shepherd boy was watching the sheep when suddenly he saw a shadow in the forest. His eyes grew wide. A big gray wolf was creeping out from the trees, its eyes fixed on the sheep. The boy's heart raced. He jumped to his feet and shouted as loud as he could,
"Wolf! Wolf! Please help! Help me! There really is a wolf this time!"
But down in the village, the people just shook their heads.
"He's just playing another trick."
He always cries wolf when there's no wolf at all.
The boy kept shouting, his voice cracking with fear.
"Please, the wolf is here. He's going to eat the sheep."
But no one came. The villagers didn't believe him anymore. The wolf ran into the meadow and chased the sheep. The poor boy tried to protect them, but he was too small and too scared. The wolf grabbed one of the sheep and ran off into the forest. The boy fell to his knees and cried. That night, he went back to the village with his head hung low. The villagers saw the sadness in his eyes and the missing sheep.
"We're sorry, boy, but you lied too many times. When you really needed us, we didn't believe you."
The shepherd boy nodded.
"I understand now. I promise I will never lie again,"
he said. From that day on, the boy watched over his flock carefully. He never played tricks again. And he learned the most important lesson of all. If you always tell the truth, people will trust you when it matters the most. The villagers forgave him, and he became known as a boy who had learned the hard way that honesty is always the best policy. The forest was peaceful again. The sheep grazed happily, and the shepherd boy never forgot the lesson of the wolf. Thanks for watching until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun stories coming your way.